Okay, so let's begin. So, as I'm saying, we usually in our head, we want to come out of our head and into our whole body. And a very quick and simple way to do that is to bring some feeling into our hands. So just opening and closing our hands a little bit, opening wide, big spaces between the fingers, clenching tight, and then shaking the hands out a little bit. I've got a chainsaw or a console working next door. I hope you can't hear that. And then rubbing the palms together. And then rub the back of the left hand. And rub the back of the right hand. Feel the contact, skin on skin. Our attention in the body. Rubbing the palms together again. And then hold the hands out at the height of your heart. So we don't have to look at our hands. Let's move our hands up and down a little until we feel, ah, yeah, that's the point. So we're just resting with our hands at heart height, with our attention in the hands, the fingers. Maybe you feel warmth or tingling sensation in the hands. And feel those sensations moving through your wrists, to your elbows, shoulders, and to your heart. And if you can't sort of feel that flow of energy, and just imagine it. Just picture it. The tingling, the warmth in your hands, moving up your arms, filling your chest. And then let your hands come slowly down until they're resting palms down on your knees or your thighs. So can we just be aware, have light attention in our hands? Can we be aware of both of our hands at the same time? And so our attention is somewhat in the body now, so we can just feel our seat. Are we sitting comfortably and sitting upright and alert, yet relaxing? There's a balance there. So we are awake, we're alert, and relaxing at ease. Both of those. So we feel the seat beneath us. Our spine is upright. The vertebra like a pile of golden coins stacked one on top of the other. So we're sitting upright and alert, yet relaxing. The head balancing on top of the spine, so we can feel our skull balancing on top of the vertebra, so the posture becomes effortless. And then we bring attention to the breath. And we just let the breath flow naturally. There's a natural rhythm to our breath. So we're not trying to change it in any way, the rhythm of the breath. Just let it be natural. But in Kumye, we breathe also through the mouth. So the mouth is slightly open. And we feel the breath entering the body through mouth and nose. And we feel the breath leaving the body again through mouth and nose. And ordinarily we only breathe into the upper part of our lungs. So let's, without taking too big of a breath, we can still feel the lungs filling nicely, and the belly swells a little as we inhale, and then the belly decreases a little as we exhale. So we're breathing low into the body. We can feel the breath or visualize the breath touching the root of the spine. Mouth slightly open. If we breathe only through our nose, it tends to stimulate more thinking. Breathing through the mouth is a much more balanced breath. Breathing through the mouth also. So feeding the head and the heart equally. Okay, so let's do our first exercise. No surprise to people who've done Kumye with me before. It's going to be Lightening Thoughts, number 17. A wonderful exercise to bring ourselves into the whole body. So just letting the head come slowly forward. We're sitting upright in good posture, just the head tipping forward. The chin moving down towards the chest. And the back of the neck opening and lengthening. Shoulders relaxing. The back of the neck opening and lengthening, and releasing any holding in the throat. So the breath just continues through nose and mouth in a natural rhythm. And then very slowly, let your chin come up again, moving smoothly with feeling and feeling the movement until we're looking straight ahead. And then let the chin continue upward until it's pointing toward the ceiling. So the head is not all the way back, maybe 3/4 of the way back. The chin is high, mouth falls open a little more now, opening the throat and the chest area. We feel a opening or expansion in the throat or the chest area without straining. We make a little effort, but not straining. And then with light attention on the back of the neck, the head comes slowly forward, moving slowly and smoothly, breathing softly and slowly until we're looking straight ahead. And then let's do that movement a few more times, this time coordinated with the breathing. So let's exhale as the chin goes down. So we'll be moving a little quicker, coordinated with the breath. At the end of the exhale, the chin is low, closer to the chest. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling, chin high. Shoulders relaxing. Inhaling, chin to center. Exhaling, chin down. Inhaling to center. Final time, chin high as we exhale. Inhaling back to the center. Let's pause there for a moment and feel the difference. What's new? What's changing? So ordinarily, our attention is outside, distracted or hunting after objects. We're turning our mind, bringing our attention into the body, to the feelings and sensations in the body. And then we continue with moving our head side to side. So let your left ear move slowly and smoothly down in the direction of your left shoulder. And relax in that position with the head hanging loosely, the left ear lowered in the direction of your left shoulder, and the right side of the neck opening and lengthening without straining. And then bringing the head slowly back up until we're in the central position. And then right ear down in the direction of the right shoulder. Relaxing in that position, shoulders low and relaxing. The left side of the neck opening and lengthening from the left ear to the left shoulder. And then coming slowly back up to this neutral position, the meditation posture. And let's continue that side to side movement coordinated with the exhale. So exhaling to the left, inhaling to the center. Now you continue in your own rhythm, exhaling to the right and inhaling back. Continue going side to side coordinated with the breath. So our attention is with the breath and in the movement. We're fully participating. And the next time you're back in the meditation posture, in the neutral position, just pause there. Let's take a moment to feel the difference. What's new? What's changing? And it's very light attention. We're not judging or criticizing. We're not going into good or bad, like or dislike, just being with whatever feeling has been stimulated in the body. And maybe it feels very lively, like sort of agitated, rippling sensations. And just by bringing our attention there, it calms it, slowly calms it. Or maybe there's holding, there's tightness. By bringing our attention to any holding, any tightness, it'll slowly soften and loosen so that energy can flow again. So this is how we balance the energies in the body, just by bringing attention there, not doing anything more, just bringing attention into the body. And then the final element of lightning thoughts, number 17, is head rotation. So we just make small head rotations. No need to do big circles, but we just let our head come a little forward and then moving around to the right shoulder and back and to the left and forward. Do a few circles in this direction. Breath flowing easily. It's kind of tempting to hold the breath, especially if we get to tricky bits, some tension, some holding. So move slowly through any difficult places with the breath flowing easily. And give equal attention to each part of the circle. Sometimes we flatten one side where it's a little bit tricky or difficult. So move slowly through there and be aware of the places where we flake out, we space out, we lose attention. And the next time your head is forward with your chin down a little, just pause there for a moment. And when you're ready, begin the rotation in the opposite direction. Remember, breath flowing easily, mouth slightly open. Breath flowing easily, shoulders relaxing. And the next time your head is forward, just pause there for a moment. And then lift your head so we're back in the sitting posture. Remembering that physical stillness after the movement is when most of the action happens. So our attention is in the body, light attention in the body. And we're also aware of the breathing. So being aware of the breathing supports this attention, keeps us present. If we have awareness of our breath, then we're not distracted. We're here and we're now because our breath is present moment, isn't it? So light, gentle body awareness, supported by feeling the coming and going of the breath. And commonly, it doesn't have to be, but commonly after doing lightning thoughts, there's a lot of feeling in our heart. Thoughts are lighter, not so pressing, lightening thoughts, not so urgent, not so loud, not so distracting. We're in our heart. So it's almost like the heart becomes the new HQ rather than head, thought, thinking. It's more resting quietly in the heart center. And each time we realize we've been distracted, we're just coming back to light, gentle body awareness, supported by feeling the coming and going of the breath. Okay, so hopefully you feel like you've landed a little bit. Let's try a standing exercise. So coming up to standing. So we've been sitting for a little while, so just move your legs, make sure you've got circulation in your feet and your legs. Let's add some shoulders and arm movement as well, and the head. Dance like a teenage boy. Well, I was anyway. Still am a teenage boy when I'm dancing. And then I don't know what that song was, but we'll stop the music now. Let's stand still. And again, just feel that it has like an echo or a reverberation in the body. So we have feelings in our feet, our legs, our upper body, arms, even our head. It's almost like when we bring our attention into the body, our body comes alive. Instead of being dominated by thoughts, just by stillness, especially in the beginning, it's easier for when we're still, bringing our attention into the body comes alive. So let's just shift our weight mostly onto our left foot. So keeping our right foot on the floor, but most of our weight on the left foot, the left knee slightly bent, so it's not locked, the left leg. And if you feel steady enough, you can lift your right foot off the floor a little, or just go up onto the very tiptoes of your right foot. So all of our weight on our left foot. And then bring your right foot back to the floor and gradually add weight. So we're coming back onto both feet, weight evenly distributed on both feet. And feel that settling, that balancing as we come back to both feet. And let's shift all of our weight onto our right foot now. Again, the right leg is not locked out. There's a slight bend at the knee of the right leg. We can just be on the toes of our with the toes of our left foot, or even lifting the left foot off the floor if you feel steady enough. You can steady yourself on the back of a chair or with the wall if you like. So weight on the right foot. Can we relax when we're standing on one leg like this? So feel for any tension, bring the breath there, releasing the tension. And then bring the left foot back to the floor sensitively, and then gradually adding weight, coming back onto both feet. So this is another nice way, quite a simple way, like energizing the hands at the beginning, bringing our attention to our body. Just shifting our weight from side to side like this helps bring our attention down. We feel more grounded, feel more stable. So feeling the earth beneath our feet like this, let's lift our shoulders up. This is exercise 16, touching feeling. So let the neck and the head settle down between high shoulders. Relaxing the belly and the sides of the body. Get comfortable in this position. Usually when we're in a position like this, we'd just be waiting for it to be over, isn't it? Can we relax in the tension? Relax in the awkward posture. And maybe if we do, the shoulders go up another fraction. Relaxing the rest of the body, breath flowing easily. Also, when we're under pressure, usually the breath changes. Can we have the shoulders high and just breathing in a natural rhythm? Maybe you have feelings or sensations in your hands or the base of your spine, back of your neck. And then very slowly, let the shoulders come down. Maybe take 15 seconds for the shoulders to come slowly down. Until they're back in the low position. Arms relaxing by our sides. Feel the space between our arms and our body. So we created tension, didn't we? Lifting our shoulders. And now we're releasing fully, relaxing further, deeper. Touching, feeling. We touch feeling by bringing our attention into contact with the feeling in the body, touching feeling. With a half smile on our face because we're enjoying ourselves. Let's lift our shoulders again. Nice high shoulders. You can imagine a puppet string tied to each shoulder, just gently drawing them skywards. Head and neck settling down, feet firmly on the ground. Breath flowing naturally, evenly. And then inhale and hold it in the high in your chest for a little while. Not for a little while, just a few seconds. Holding in the chest, and then as we exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhaling, roll the shoulders forward and up. So coordinate the movement with the breath. So at the end of the inhale, the shoulders are high, and then we exhale, rolling the shoulders back and down. Continue in this rotation for a few cycles. And the next time your shoulders are low and relaxing, just pause there. And just our attention in the body, aware of the feelings in the body and the sensations on the body that have been stirred by that movement. Maybe you feel it moving through the body, even your feet and the top of your spine into your head, your eye sockets, your teeth. So again, it's light awareness. We're not giving it a name or judging it. We're just letting it be as it changes, as it moves. So we're not limiting it in any way by liking it or disliking it. Just being with. So before we sit, let's just do another standing exercise. And just to warm up a little or to loosen the body, just swinging from side to side, looking straight ahead, but swinging the arms. Maybe feel or even hear the spine loosening a little. And then let the head turn with the shoulders. So you probably find you swing a little further. And then coming back to stillness. So we're not waiting. Our attention is in the body. I have feeling all the way up my spine now, just from that small movement. So we'll do number 21, healing body and mind, quite briefly. We're doing all the exercises quite briefly today. Usually you'd spend maybe 10 or 15 minutes on one exercise and then sit for 10 or 15 minutes, but we're just tasting a few different exercises. So what we want to do for this exercise is to keep our feet weight evenly distributed on both feet. Yeah, so we're going to have our arms up above our head and then lean to the left. And as I lean to the left, my hips move out to the right, and that helps me keep weight evenly distributed. Then coming back to the center, and then as I lean to the right, my hips go out to the left, weight evenly distributed on both feet. And we'll do this a few times. So the first time, just do it very gently. No need to max out, try too hard. Just maybe 60% of what you think you're capable of. And then you can lean a little bit more next time if you want to, but it doesn't need much to stimulate feeling. So lifting our arms slowly up in front of us, aware of the feelings and sensations around our hands and arms as they move up through space. And with our feet flat on the ground, firmly rooted to the ground, reaching up, palms facing forward, arms close to the head, making ourselves as tall as we can, loosening up the sides of the body or relaxing the sides of the body, and then leaning to the left, hips move out to the right, relaxing in the posture, getting comfortable. This is another reason we don't want to lean too much, because then we're straining or even paining. We definitely don't want to do that. So just leaning a little and relaxing in the posture, feeling the posture. And then reaching up as we come back to the center. And then leaning to the right. Feel the left side of the body opening and lengthening as we lean to the right. The armpit, the ribs, the hips. And then reaching up and back to the center. And then let your arms come slowly down. Relaxing with our arms by our sides for a few moments. Remember soft knees and relaxing the belly. Maybe you feel some release or relief in your shoulders, chest, upper arms. Let's repeat the exercise one more time, this time coordinated with the breath, so it's going to be a little bit quicker. So as we inhale, we lift our arms. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, arms coming up. Reaching up, exhaling to the left. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling center. Exhaling arms down. So we pause with our attention in the body. And then we bring our experience with us back to the cushion, back to the chair. So just as we did at the beginning, whenever we come back to the seated position, we take a moment just to refresh our posture. We feel the ground beneath us, the spine upright and alert yet relaxing, and the head balancing on top of the spine. And then we continue with light, gentle body awareness. So our attention is centered in the body, and that's supported by feeling the coming and going of the breath. If you feel a little sleepy, then just make an extra effort to alert yourself. And if you feel very agitated, then just maybe emphasize relaxation, not trying so hard, just being. So without interrupting the meditation, we bring this quality of meditation back to standing. So we'll do an exercise now. It's number 39, called Swimming in Space. Just a very nice loosening exercise, relaxing the upper body and then distributing that feeling throughout the body. So for this, we're going to do, at the end, we'll do a hip hinge. So hopefully that's okay for everybody. So just to warm up to that idea, let's just, with our knees softly bent, just leaning forward, letting the upper body come forward and the head and the arms hang down loosely. Relaxing in that low position. And then bending the knees a little more fully as we straighten the upper body, as we lift the upper body, and then straightening the legs. So we'll be doing that with our arms up above our head. If you think that's going to be too much for you physically, then you don't have to bend forward so much. It can just be more of a bowing motion, staying more upright rather than bending at the hips. So, but before we get to that, let's just stand with our feet a comfortable distance apart, and then bring our arms up until our hands are at shoulder height, palms facing the ground, and then just let the hands flutter a little. So as one moves up, the other moves down. And as we move in this way, we probably become aware of feelings in the fingers and the palms of the hands. Increase the movement a little. So maybe the 10 or 20 centimeters moving up and down, and be aware of the feelings and sensations in the hands as they move apart, and then they start moving together and cross and move apart again. And if you're not feeling so much in your hands, maybe just slow it down a little bit. That usually helps. The chin is in a little, so the back of the neck aligns with the spine. So we're not jutting our chin forward. Soft knees, relaxing belly. And let this movement of the hands grow. So the range of the movement increases, but staying sensitive to the feelings and sensations as the hands and the arms move through space. Breath flowing softly, softly, and slowly and evenly. And with each movement, the trajectory or the range gets bigger. The range gets bigger until one arm is vertically up and the other one is vertically down. And then the hands even move behind the body a little bit. So we've increased the range as much as possible. Without straining. And then we can make it a little quicker. Body fully relaxed. The whole body relaxing as the arms swing. And then slow the swinging down again and gradually decrease. Let's take about a minute to decrease the range of the movement until we're back at our starting point. Fingers together. Maybe you feel a little heaviness in your arms, your shoulders. Just bring the breath there. Bring the breath and a half smile to any tension, to any holding. So the hands are just fluttering in front of us very lightly now, like buzzing, vibrating, and then quite still, just for a few moments, and then very slowly let the hands come down to our side. So resist the temptation to rush. Move slowly through any heaviness, any holding in the arms, the shoulders, the chest. The slower we move, the more feeling is stimulated and the longer the feeling lasts. Or said another way, the more energy that's released, the more holding that's released, the energy can flow again. So relaxing with our arms by our sides, soft knees. Where is there feeling in the body? Light, gentle body awareness of the feeling in the body, supported by the coming and going of the breath. Feeling the coming and going of the breath. So let's just finish this exercise with the hip hinge, if you can manage. Otherwise, just lifting the arms above your head and then bowing forward a little. And we'll do it coordinated with the breath. So beginning with lifting the arms up on the inhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. Reaching up with the hands, and then exhaling, we bend forward and down, the arms and the upper body in one line. Remember the knees are slightly bent, relaxing in the low position, then inhaling, coming up. So we're moving on the breath, reaching high in the high position, and then exhaling back down. Continue in your own rhythm. Exhaling down, inhaling up. The head between the arms and the upper body moving in one line. Slight bend in the knee. And make the next one the last one. And with your arms up above your head, just pause there for a moment. Let the breath return to a natural rhythm. And then let your arms come slowly forward and down, as if they're floating through space, floating on space. And then in one smooth movement, we come back to our chair. So again, we feel our seat beneath us, sitting upright and alert, yet relaxing. So the posture inspires the mind. this awake quality. Awake and relaxing, at ease. When we turn our attention into the body, we're aware of feelings and sensations in the body, supported by feeling the coming and going of the breath. So when we're out of our busy head and in our whole body, we feel more spacious. It's a huge relief. There's space. And if we're feeling the coming and going of the breath, we're in time. We're present. We're in time. So spacious and present. Okay, we've arrived at the end. Thank you very much for participating. Now, this is the important bit. Can we get up slowly and bring this meditative awareness into our daily lives? That's the enjoyable bit. That's where the real benefit is, or much of the benefit is when we can bring it into our everyday activity. So don't jump up like a startled rabbit, even if you're busy now. Just see if you can move gently into whatever's next for you. So thank you very much, and hopefully see you in more Kumye sessions in the future. Thank you.